the promise of a new beginning in River Rouge. A turnaround is in the works thanks to a $500,000 federal grant. That grant focuses on education along with housing, health, and basic needs. Joining us now live to talk about this, Kari Walker, the Guidance Center's president, CEO, and Roxanne Brinkerhoff, the director of the Center for Early Childhood Development at the Guidance Center. First of all, in short terms, what is the River Rouge Promise?
Well, the Promise Neighborhood Initiative is a bold new federal effort to break the generational cycle of poverty. Its focus, its goals are to improve educational outcomes for kids from high poverty areas around the country. What's really neat about what we're doing here in River Rouge is this was only one of 21 planning grants that was awarded nationwide, only one in the Midwest, and the only one in Michigan.
So you got $500,000 then to basically plan a strategy for improving River Rouge. So how's the planning been going?
Actually, it's been going very well. We've been working with over 40 organizations and other partners looking at cradle to college. What services do families need starting at birth to ensure that that child's ready to graduate from high school and actually be ready for a career? All right,
on this subject then, since you've been studying, what's the answer?
What's the answer? Well, communities need a lot of supports. There's a lot of barriers besides education. Families are hungry, they need clothing, they need medical, they need health care. They need additional things that sometimes get in the way of a child learning, and we're starting to see that. We have a very strong early childhood base in River Rouge, and luckily the United Way has helped greatly with our high school, with the high school turnaround project, and the high school just received a school improvement grant. So we're really going to put our focus from birth all the way to college, but we're really going to zero in on those elementary kids that are not passing their MEP scores, the junior high kids that don't have those supports, so we can make sure that they do get to high school and they're successful.
Kari, we've made a big point of saying this is a planning grant, so obviously you're planning for something, and I know what you're planning to do is get a lot more money.
Well, you know, that we're hopeful for, but we're really excited about the outcomes that we want to achieve in River Rouge. We want every baby to be born healthy. We want every child to be ready to start school, ready to learn. We want kids to be literate by 3rd grade.
But that all takes money, and that's what you're really aiming for, is more money.
That's what this plan is all about, is really to put together the missing pieces. And, you know, in areas where there is a lot of poverty and challenges, it's important to think about it. We want to create the same kind of opportunities that your kids, my kids, might have, and maybe in folks from a more advantaged background. We want the same thing for the kids in River Rouge.
The River Rouge challenge or hope promise really makes it sounds like you're trying to improve the whole community, but it always comes back to the kids. It's no matter what you do, it starts with the kids.
It does start with the kids. You know, the kids, you know, there's 30% of the population of the 8,000 individuals that live in River Rouge are children, 0 to 18, and they are the future of that community. And we want to ensure that they do have the opportunities, that they have the opportunities to get the services that they need when they're babies. But it holistically embraces the whole family. It's not just about the child. It's making sure that that parent can support that child. So we offer a great deal of programming that supports them too. So we look at the family holistically.
All right, I'll wear the band here. This is Unify, Inspire, Act is our motto at Detroit 2020. So you've obviously inspired us. So how do we act? If we want to help out River Rouge, what can we do even if we don't live in that community?
Well, volunteer. That's the first thing I would say. Get involved with the schools. Get involved with the Community Resource Center. But if you don't come to River Rouge, look in your own community. There's a lot of action in these other communities, especially Detroit, looking at how to make their communities better. Get involved.
And we think what we're doing in River Rouge may be something that could be a model for some other areas. I think one of the reasons we were attractive to the federal government was the scale of what we're doing is manageable. The district's not that large, the city's not that large. We were the only whole city that was awarded a planning grant. So we're hopeful that what we're doing, we're talking with our colleagues in Detroit as well, who are involved in the same kind of work, and exchanging ideas and learning a lot from each other.
Absolutely.
Well, it can only help if one community gets better, everybody gets stronger because of it.
Absolutely.
All right. Well